Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chilean Revolution. My name is Jack, and as you can see even from our schedule, three games, 2 wins. Not too bad, not too shabby at the moment. We played Birmingham in the Carabao Cup, played pretty poorly if I'm honest. Marcus Brown, the young lad from the academy, getting a late goal against them, came off the bench and scored, so fair play to him. We then lost 3-1 to City. As you can see, we went 1-0 up in the 81st minute. And just as I was going to make the substitutions go defensive, Jesus scored and then Fernandinho scored a penalty, and then we decided we had to go all out. And then Sane scored in the last kick of the game pretty much. So we lost 3-1, so that was very flattering to them. But when we went 1-0 up, I was like, oh my god, we're actually going to do this. And then we did it against Liverpool. So not too bad. Fabinho gave us a massive favour 6 minutes into the match, and he got himself sent off. So top bloke, that lad. Yarmolenko scored, Philippe Anderson getting a brace, and Marko Arnautovic getting a goal. All of the top three in with the goals. Love it, absolutely love it. Milner and Van Dijk scoring 2 latish goals for Liverpool. But today we are playing Arsenal. We're then going to skip the Wigan game because it's Carabao Cup, and then we're going to play Newcastle because Newcastle are around where we are in the league at the moment, and Arsenal were top of the league, but they're now second. Plus they're London rivals, so we've got to play them. This is, I clicked on the wrong button, nice one. This is the team that we're going to go for today, exactly the same team as we played against Liverpool in that 4-2 win. Adrian in goal, Masuaku, Ogbonna, Balbuna, Sabaleta, Kawate, Obiang, Lanzini, Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko and Arnautovic. It played very well. We're going to stick with the same formation, same tactic. We played this attacking formation against Liverpool. Got a man sent off in the 6th minute. So it didn't even look like a bad tackle, if I'm honest. We've changed the formation slightly. So both wingers are now inside forwards. Both fullbacks are now wing-backs, but on defend, because Zabaleta and Creswell like it. Masuaku can do it, so it's fine. But yeah, we're going to jump straight into this Arsenal game, and I shall give you a score prediction in a little mo. This is the Arsenal team for today then. They got Petr Cech in goal, Monreal, Mustafi, Koscielny, Bellerin, Xhaka, Ozil, Ramsey, Lacazette, Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang. They haven't got any of their new signings starting. In fact, they're all on the bench, so there's probably one missing. But Lino, Socrates, Lichtsteiner and Torreira are on the bench. Surprising. Ozil's been the best player in the league so far. Average rating rise, I think he's on like a 8.6 or something stupid like that. I'm not going to say we've got nothing to lose. Pick up where you left off. Never really works for me, but pick up where you left off. Score predictions then. We played very well against Man City, and then it was just late drama. If I had made the change, it probably wouldn't have happened. We probably would have won the game, but just didn't make the change quick enough. We played obviously very well against Liverpool, but they were down to 10 men very early. I'm going to say we're going to get a draw in this game. I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw, and I'll be very happy if it is. I did realise in the other videos I hadn't changed this out in how I like it, so that can go. And it was overview, wasn't it? There we go, perfect. So Arsenal are second. I know it's early in the season. We're 13th, 5 points from 5 if everything stands how it is. So pretty average at the moment. This revolution has started averagely. We're half hour into the game now, and that was a weird way to start it, wasn't it? Just me with my head turned that way. We're half hour into the game. Nothing's happened until now. Finally got a highlight. Mkhitaryan, he's just left open there. Poor ball, but Lanzini picks it up and finds Yarmolenko. Can we get a little bit of a counter-attack here? Anderson tries to find Marko Arnautovic, but Kouate's got the ball. Lanzini to Obiang. Great ball to Arnautovic. What a save by Petr Cech there. That's why they bought him, apparently. He could get you 15 points a season or something like that, wasn't it? Look at him last year. He had a dreadful season. I think he was linked to Chelsea. A return back to Chelsea for like 7 mil. And I assume that means that obviously Lino's going to start for them, and then they would want Ospina as backup, which, fair enough. If Chelsea want Czech back, it says a lot about them, I think, more than Arsenal. Right, Lanzini's got the ball to Yarmolenko. Tries to find Arnautovic, which he does, and Marko Arnautovic has put us 1-0 up against the Gunners. He had a very slow start to the season, but he's picking up some goals now. Obviously, he's not fully, what's the word? Competent, if you want. Not fully natural at striker, but he can do a job there. If we had carried on with the poor form, because Hernandez is pretty much back now, but if we had carried on with the poor form in this tactic, we was going to go 4-4-2, because Hernandez and Arnautovic up top, as proven last season in real life, that it was very dangerous at times. Mazuaka to Obiang to Anderson. Tackles are flying in all over the place, but our defence is very deep there, and they're going to let Aubameyang run onto them apparently. Aubameyang, it's a motorbike, not even going past, he's miles away. Sorry if you heard that. But that is half time. I don't know how long this video is going to be, because I pretty much rambled throughout that whole second half, except for the chatting bollocks, aren't I? It felt like I did. We're 1-0 up at half time, which is fantastic. I'm going to say, don't get complacent out there. There was some banter, if you will, between me and Emery. Is that how you say his name? The Arsenal manager, Emery. He said he was going to mark out Felipe Anderson out the game, and I said, yeah, he's a good player, you probably should. And then the press were like, oh, does that mean that they've got an upper hand on you? It's like, no, you're joking, mate. We're going to win this game. An hour gone now, still 1-0, not much is happening. I just noticed that Leicester are top of the league. They have had a perfect start to the season, not too shabby from them. We're going to make a triple substitution. No, we're not. We're going to make one substitution now. And what we'll do is take off Lanzini, because he is on a book and we don't want anyone getting sent off. We're going to bring on Marky Nobles. Jack Wilshere just picked up another injury, by the way. And Andy Carroll picked up a little knock as well. So the two injury boys are keeping up to their names at the moment. And kind of want to sell them both in January. If Andy Carroll definitely is going in January. Jack Wilshere, I'll probably give him to the end of the year. But if they keep on getting injured, I just can't be bothered. Right. Who we got on the bench? No one that can really... We're going to bring on Andy Carroll, because Arnautovic has got a booking as well. Don't care if he can't play complete forward. You're going to have to. What we will do is bring on... I was going to say we're going to bring on a defender, but no, this is exactly what happened in the Man City game. I was thinking about making the substitutions, and then just before I could make my mind up... Oh, we've hit the post. We've hit the post. If we had scored that, oh, they're going to be on the counter-attack now. Aubameyang finds Iwobi. Muzaku can't get there. Oh, they're going to score, aren't they? No, they're not. I don't want to make it too early. This is the thing which was going through my head in the Man City game, was I don't want to make the change too early, because that's only going to affect us, if anything. What we're going to do, we're going to bring big Winston Reid on for Felipe Anderson. Hasn't had the best of games. We're going to go 5 at the back with Kouate there as well. So can the Armenian compare them? You can, look at that. We're going to do this. Hopefully that's because they have got wingers. No, it's gonna do well, because our fullbacks are world class. 5 minutes to go of added time. If we can pick up a winner, even a draw, I was very happy with a draw. I predicted 1-1, and there is time for a goal. So as long as they don't get 2 goals, either way I'll be happy. Obviously it's a bit of a bummer if they do. Aubameyang's free. He's going to beat everyone for pace, isn't he? Aubameyang, terrible shot. Just waste time now, lads. Waste time. We're still on attacking. If they score, it's completely my fault, because I forgot we were on attacking. Good. They're going to score, aren't they? A minute to go. We've got the ball. Andy Carroll, hold it up, son. Hold it up. That's why I want to get rid of him in January. Just not very good. Winston Reid with a huge interception there. But it is a corner to Arsenal with 30 seconds to go. I'd say 30 seconds to go. Whipped in. Balbuna heads it away, but it's out to Terraria. Taking back the corner taker. Whips it in again. Over the bar. And that should be a fantastic result against second in the league. I know it's early, but they'll probably be there or thereabouts. Arsenal. And two fantastic wins against two teams who are going to be up in the Champions League spots by the end of the season. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 7 points now from 5 games. 2 wins, a draw, 2 losses. You would say that's about what West Ham would expect from the first 5 games of the season, I would say. I would definitely be happy with that if in the season coming up, if we got 5 games. Granted, I forgot who we're playing. But if we can get 7 points from 5 games, I'll be happy. Right, we're gonna skip the Wigan game and jump straight into the Newcastle game. So I shall see you in a second. Welcome back, everybody. We swept Wigan aside. We beat them 3-0. Easy game. We're going to jump straight into this Newcastle game. Some slight tweaks to the sides. We're going Adrian in goal, Mazuaka, Ogbonna, Balbuna, Fredericks, because Sabaleta is injured for a few days. Noble's coming in for Kawate, because Noble played very well in that Wigan game. He scored 2 goals. So I thought I'll give him a start. Obiang, Lanzini, and then the trio of Anderson, Yarmolenko and Arnautovic up front. We're going to stick with this formation because we've won 3 on the trot now, so why wouldn't we? And playing a Newcastle team who are currently sitting 17th, I believe. So in our run of form, I don't know how well their run of form is, but you would say that we could possibly win this. We are away from home, so you never know. This is their team then. They've got Elliott in goal, Clark and Bemba Lescales, who was heavily linked with West Ham this summer. He might still come, but Newcastle seem to be holding firm. Yedelin, John Joe Shelby, another person recently linked with West Ham. Ki Song Young, Kennedy Diarmi for West Ham player, Ritchie, and Joselu up front. I'm trying to think who they signed. Ki Sung, they signed him. I can't remember if they signed anyone else. Kennedy, they signed on another year's loan in this transfer window, I believe. I think it was a loan. I believe it was a loan from Chelsea. Decent player. I haven't seen too much for him because I'm not an avid Newcastle watcher. But score predictions, I'm going to go comfortable 2-0 win. Going up to Newcastle though, away. 2-0. 2-0 win. This is a long kickoff highlight though. I kind of don't want to commentate over it, but they're going to give me no choice in a minute. If it's anyone's highlight, it's definitely Newcastle's. Kennedy's through on the wing here. Crosses it in, Joselu's there and he heads it over. Easy start to the game, boys. No worries whatsoever. We are just about to hit the half-hour mark. Nothing has happened. We've had no highlights. Newcastle are dominating us a bit, but no shots on target in the entire game, though. We've got a highlight. Kieran Clark with the throw-in. Finds former West Ham man Diarmi. That's a decent shot. That's a decent goal as well. Joselu with 25 yards spectacular, I believe you'd call that. First touch. He didn't even take a touch, did he? Kieran Clark to Diarmi. He just plays it in and he just rifles it first time, didn't he? I thought it was more in the corner than that. Adrian could probably have done better, but it was hit with some venom. 1-0 Newcastle. It's not great. I do believe this will probably take the video over 20 minutes or so, but I thought I'd talk about it. I finally got a new mic. I finally got a Snowball. Hopefully my quality's better. I know my last mic was terrible. It was a cheap mic. Someone gave me it for free. It was very cheap, not very good. I couldn't really be bothered to put the work in to make it better anyway. But I bought this, and I thought, might as well start improving some of the bits on the channel. So I've got this little snowball, and hopefully you can tell a difference, because if you don't, it's a waste of money, really, wasn't it? Right, is this a kick-off highlight? It is. We are an hour in, and Manuel Lanzini's just picked up a knock. Luckily, we have got Jack Wilshere on the bench. He's come back, he's fit. He's going to go straight in there. I'm not going to make any more substitutions now. I was planning on taking someone off. I don't know if I would have taken off Lanzini. He was on the 6.4. I probably would have taken off Lanzini anyway. So, hopefully his injury's not too bad. And he comes back strong, because he's been playing alright recently. Right, Jezelu is on the board to Diame. Come on, I need to get the ball back here. Young finds Jezelu. Diame fires it over the bar. That was a corner, apparently, is it? Oh, we're never going to know. Never going to know. Now it's a corner. Right, Atsu whips it in. Lascelles, we've managed to clear it. So. Right, 69th minute. Hello. We are going to make a double save, a double change. Both the wingers are having terrible games. We haven't got any wingers on the bench. Brilliant. I don't want to take them off anyway. Have we got any right backs on the bench? Nope. I'm very prepared for this, as you can tell. We're going to take Mark Noble off. We're going to bring on Kouate. And some of the players are absolutely dreadful. We're going to take Balbuena off because he's looking frustrated. We're going to bring big Winston Reid on to shore up the back a bit and give a bit of leadership to everyone else, because only Masuaku is the only one having a good game. Him and Adrian, only two having good games at the moment. And that's just dreadful. Going to put out a shout. What should we say? Demand more. Gonna say that. 80th minute anyway, all coming up to the 80th minute, and we need to do something, which is a bit worrying because it's our most attacking formation. Can't bring anyone else on now. Probably should have thought about that. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these into wingers instead of inside forwards. See if that makes a difference, because clearly inside forwards haven't been working. Shall we put Jack Wilshere on attack? Just have a bit more prowess up there. And Masuaku can go on attack. Oh, both fullbacks go on attack. Go on, we'll go a bit more attacking. We need to do something about this, because especially the form we've been in, to just kind of limper out against Newcastle is it's not great. It's not great. Atsu, too young. Who can he find? Richie. Diame, good tackle. Falling to... What a save that. That's a wonderful save from Adrian. Incredible. And Masuaku's got the ball back, and he clears it to Anderson. The highlights... I was going to say the highlight's not over. And then Anderson did that. It looks like we're just going to whimper to a 1-0 defeat, which isn't great. Especially with the form we've been in, we're scoring a lot of goals as well. We scored 8 goals in the last 3 games, and just gonna not do it. That's really disappointing way to end the video today. Really disappointing. I'm really annoyed. Both wingers had a shit. I think the front three have just all had shit. Everyone's had a shitter. Everyone's had a shitter. But that is the end of it. We've beaten Arsenal and then lost to Newcastle. That's the way we play, apparently. Assertive, that simply put, was not good enough. Certainly wasn't. If you like that episode, please subscribe to the channel. That would mean the world to me. And I shall see you in a couple of days' time for another episode. Who are we going to play in the next episode? Who should we play? Should we have a bit of a gap? We'll go Burnley United. There we go. We'll have a little bit of a gap, and we'll come back for the Burnley and the Man United game, because Man United's big club, and Burnley, they seem to be down there. So there you go, Burnley, Man United in the next episode. Like I said, like, subscribe, and I shall see you again for the next episode of the Chilean Revolution. Thank you, and goodbye.